let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Allen on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. They will go. It's Allen. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Hey! King, Phil King! Phil King!
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. 2nd and 13. He finds Dotson left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Silver, straight. Crowd left, Yeti.
On 4th down, Hurts. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Juke the defender. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 23. He's got this complete to James Cook. Space past the 35. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at first down here.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
No touch. Crowd left Yanni. 63. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Tiger Hornet. Crowd left Yanni.
They motion the tight end over.
No touch.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got it at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
No touch.
Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard
Crowd left
line.
Yanni. No touch.
They'll try again with Barkley. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
No touch. Hey, 73. Crowd left Yanni. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Only a 20-yarder here. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Darius Slay has it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Throwing here hurts.
You stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I can think of an older football video game title where 30 yards to go was the default and easily attainable by an offense. Well, this is not that title. And this is borderline impossible. In fact, I can hear a coordinator saying in the ear to the QB, hey, this call, it's on you. Good luck. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's good, not by much, but it's indeed good, bottom left. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
No touch that. Hey, 73. No touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Silver, set. No touch.
They go to Barkley again. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. And that's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Great. No touch.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
73.
1st down throwing for Hurts. The screen pass falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Great, set. Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Great, set. Hey. Delta.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3.
Delta, set. Delta.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. You on left. Delta.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Crowd left Yanni. Delta.
From the pistol, Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And he takes it down the 2, but no touchdown. He's out of bounds. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Barkley will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll see them tackle second and goal after the break. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Here's Barkley. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, back. 73. Delta.
Hurts looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
Hey. 63. Yeti. No touch.
He's throwing for it. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Dorian Williams makes the play. And the Bills have some new life in the fourth. Well, they looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Allen. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now it's second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Alert!
He's got it on the bootleg. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
First down, a run with Barkley. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
Hurts setting up to throw. This finds Smith. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Barkley gets it on third down. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles with a comfortable 12-point lead. All right, set now, first and 10.
No touch. No touch.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles go up by 19. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to the air. A bit of desperation on this thing, and they pick him off again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's Cook again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with Coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
First down, here's the run with Cook. We'll get this up to about the 44. This is 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 30.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A handoff, Barkley running left, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Great, set. You on left.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Cook up the gut. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Again, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Alert!
Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hey, hold on. 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
63.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
2nd down and a yard.
Tiger swamp.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Left side, Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Now Allen going to change it up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Zach Ball there on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They can probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's fielded at the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Great, set.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I